Hey, y'all.
What's up?
What's up? This is Bracket Babes.
Number 4. Quattro.
Yes. And I am very excited about this one today.
Yes.
Because while I did not come up with it, that was Emily over there.
Thank you.
I'm greatly appreciative of it and very excited because it is in my realm of expertise.
Yes.
So why don't you tell us what we're doing today, Emily Burke?
We will be discussing the best Twilight co-star.
Supporting
actor.
Character.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So today, this is just the Twilight film.
Yes.
So you won't find characters that were in the, other ones that weren't in Twilight. And it is excluding Bella, Edward, and Jacob. So those characters are out.
Because that would be unfair.
It would be unfair.
Because no matter what, it would be either Edward, Bella, or Jacob winning.
Right. Well, not Jacob, but...
Well, if Jacob was in this list, maybe.
Right. And the others weren't. Got it.
Yes.
So, I have read the books.
Yes. I have also read the books.
Yes. I've read the books several times.
Yeah, wow.
And other things as well. For those of you that don't know, Stephanie Meyer, the author of the series, also wrote... something called Midnight Sun. She only has 12 chapters of it finished, but it's Twilight from Edward's perspective. So you get to see some other interactions between some of the other characters as well through that.
Right.
But then there's also the films, which I think we've both seen multiple times.
Oh yeah.
So
just a couple weeks we did a marathon.
Yeah, we did. So it was really, really fun.
Mm-hmm.
So like we said, we're just doing the side characters. So why don't you read us the list?
Yes, okay. All right. We have Alice versus Jessica. Mm-hmm. Jasper versus Carlisle. James versus Emmett. Renee versus Esme. Eric versus Laurent. Charlie versus Mike. Victoria versus Rosalie. And Angela versus Billy.
Interesting.
So
it's an interesting pairing.
An interesting mashup.
And if you didn't know, we get a random bracket generator, and we randomize everything. So aside from picking out these people, we didn't put this bracket together. We didn't pick any of the pairings. Mm-hmm. So it's really random, and it's going to be really interesting, I think, based off of what I've just heard. So is there anything else to say before we jump in?
I don't know if we introduced ourselves.
Oh.
But I am Emily.
And I'm Madison.
And now we can dive in.
Bracket Babes. Here we go. Okay. Round 1, here we go.
Okay, so we've got Alice versus Jessica.
This is easy.
Easy money.
Yep.
Alice.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Alice. I was going to say Alice.
Right.
Alice Cullen, she's a fun little, basically a fairy. In
Truly,
every sense of the word. Mm-hmm. She's lovely. She sees visions of the futures. How could Jessica compete? Also, Jessica is mean. I mean, in the movies, they don't portray her as horrible, really. Mm-hmm. But, she does not like Bella.
No.
She does not
She's
hope
jealous
the best
of Bella.
for Bella.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So, Jessica's really a nasty kind of person. Yeah. So,
but I do love Anna Kendrick.
Anna Kendrick's great. We love her. She's so fun.
So...
But, sorry, Alice is the winner.
For, yes, obvious reasons. Okay, next we have Jasper versus Carlisle.
This is interesting.
Yes.
I think I know who I'm leaning towards on this.
Okay. Is this hard for you at all?
Here's the thing. We're kind of basing it solely on the first one, in my opinion. So, that makes it easier.
Yes.
Because, for one... Jasper's hair changes in every single film.
Yes.
Every single film it
Even
changes.
though they're vampires and
yes.
it shouldn't change.
Right. His hair changes.
Let me talk to a director, a producer about this.
Excuse me?
Excuse me. Incorrect.
Jasper in Eclipse was hot.
Oh,
he was good looking.
Well, he's always good looking.
Oh yeah,
throughout the film,
right? But the hair in that situation was lovely, and he has a bigger role because he's helping them train for the fight that's going to go down. But In this first one, we don't really see a lot of him.
No.
You
just know that he might kill Bella.
He could
we don't know.
Like, he could. Out of all of them,
He's a little
really
unhinged.
He's a little bit, yep. But, I mean, he has a great relationship with Alice. I do love that. Like, him and Alice take her, away from Forks, and they're very sweet and very kind to her. But for me, Carlisle has to be the winner here.
Yes. Yeah.
Because Carlisle...
Also so hot.
Very hot. And he's a doctor. He saves lives. Like, he's never tasted human blood. And
just so kind.
And he's been around for 300 plus years.
Right. So he's an oldie, but
a goodie. So I'm sorry, Jasper. While Jasper does have the ability to impact our emotions, I'm not feeling it on this one.
Oh!
Carlisle, you are our winner of this round.
You won. You dirty dog, you, Carlisle. Oh, all right. Okay. So now we have James versus Emmett.
Oh, dang.
Mm-hmm.
James is kind of fun. Kind of a fun... I mean, he's a bad
Spooky
guy. But, but honestly, screw James. Because if it wasn't for him, life would be so much better. Like, the whole world gets set into motion because of James.
Yeah.
But I love Emmett. I love Emmett. Emmett is
just
like the biggest
dummy.
Goofball.
Yeah.
And he's like not afraid to face off. Like, he's ready to protect Bella day one. Like, let's go.
Right.
And so I have to pick Emma on this one.
Mm-hmm.
And even though he's married to like the biggest biatch around, he's so loving and so fun.
But it's interesting because you don't, like, I think out of all of the Cullen couples, you see Emmett and Rosalie the least.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't remember them really, like, I don't know. Like, I remember them interacting, but you don't see them.
Yeah, and Rosalie's an interesting case. I mean, she saves Emmett and brings Emmett to Carlisle to change him. Mm-hmm. And really, the only person out there that could really stand somebody like Rosalie is somebody like Emmett.
Right.
Who's just so full of love and happiness and sunshine. Mm-hmm. And
he's nice to look at.
And he's nice to look at, too.
He's got the muscles.
He's
a strong boy.
Strong. Mm-hmm. So, I don't know. Jasper, it's funny. I was messaging my sister to be like, what's your favorite? Mm-hmm. And she, not Jasper, James. She was like, James was always my baby. So I don't know
really
what that comes into place, but
okay.
I don't know. She liked him for whatever reason, but I feel like Emmett is the better character in this case.
James is scary.
It is. It is fun to watch the battle, like mentally messed up.
Yes.
And for those of you who don't know, in Twilight, the book, you find out that James was going to go after Alice. Like, James has been around a while and was going to go after Alice when she first was changed. Mm. And so there's a whole other, like, story there. But James is a pretty messed up guy and has been messed up for a while. So I think Emmett has to really take this one.
Congratulations, Emmett. Mm-hmm. You son of a gun. All right. So now we have the moms. Renee and Esme.
Oh. Easy
Renesmee.
Peasy, lemon squeezy. Renesmee. Yeah. Mm-hmm. For me, it's easy.
Oh, duh.
1, 2, 3. Esme. Yeah. Esme is just a lovely mother. So loving. Cares about every single one of them so much. She accepts Bella immediately.
No questions.
She wants what's best for Edward, and if that's Bella,
cooks
she's
Bella a meal.
Yes.
Wants to feed her. Is such a welcoming host.
Mm-hmm. And we know that Bella has really been a mother to Renee in a lot of senses. Like, in a lot of ways. Mm. Because Renee is very childlike, very frazzled, very unorganized. Mm-hmm. And it forced Bella to be that way. Yeah. Kind of. So it's kind of like, who's the more responsible parent here?
Esme.
Yeah. So, there you go.
There's that one. Okay, we've got Eric versus Laurent.
I want to hear your thoughts on this.
Okay, I think, because Eric's just kind of there, you know? Like, he doesn't really add anything or take anything away. He's just kind of whatever. But Laurent, he is a major player.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just love when he catches that ball and he walks up in the baseball scene. Mm-hmm. What does he say? Something like, do you need any more players?
Right. He wants to join in on the game with them.
And I think that I don't really see, like, Laurent wasn't really ever super bad. Like,
well, not in this film.
Right.
But
in this film.
Right. So, and I think that's fair. I think it is fun. I think Eric is fun in the beginning. Mm-hmm. When, Mikey, you met my girl Bella. And Mike's like, oh, your girl. And then Tyler comes up, my girl, kisses her on the cheek, pulls the seat out from Mike, and runs off. Sorry to ruin your date. Oh, such great moments. But they're just fun little moments in the beginning. They're not very relevant. And Laurent does leave, he comes to warn them about James and Victoria. But then he dips and he goes north to go meet the Denali Coven up in Alaska. Mm-hmm. And he actually becomes, boyfriend, girlfriend with Irina up there before the events of New Moon. But we're not talking about New Moon.
We're on Twilight.
We're on Twilight. And so Laurent is...
So who's your pick?
I'd say Laurent would be the better character in this film.
Okay.
Than Eric. I think you're right.
And he's nice to look at. I just love me some vampires,
Oh, how could you not?
They're just so beautiful. Next we have Charlie and Mike.
Oh my gosh, easy.
Easy money.
1, 2, 3. Charlie.
He's hot too.
Mike. Mike, you're annoying.
He really is. Like, can you imagine being Mike's love interest?
No. Sorry, Jessica.
Being Jessica pining for Mike?
Yeah, no.
Like, I guess if he's the only boy in the school, other than the Cullens, that's worthy of dating.
Yeah, no.
How horrible.
Yeah. What a messed up time.
What a messed up time. Because he's just a jerk.
Yeah.
And he's just so cocky.
Yeah.
And he's like, Bella, really? Mm-hmm. Going after Edward?
Right.
No comparison.
He looks at you like you're something to eat. And you're like, Mike.
I'll take it. I'll take that any day. Are you kidding me?
I don't know. Yeah, I completely agree. And Charlie, I love Charlie. Charlie's a phenomenal dad. He cares so much.
He cares so much. And he's just trying his best.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Oof.
And it's too bad Bella doesn't see it.
Right.
As much.
Right.
Like, she calls him Charlie behind his back.
Right.
It's like, I call my dad
mm-hmm.
behind his back, So it's too bad that there's almost something that prevents Charlie from being super vocal about, like, how much he cares.
Right.
But he shows it through his actions.
Yes.
And so, I love Charlie.
Yeah.
He puts the snow tires on her, or the chains or whatever on her truck, and,
he just cares.
That's caring. Yeah. So go Charlie.
And throughout the whole series. Yeah. I know we're not talking about that.
We're not talking about that.
But he's consistent.
He's consistent. Consistent character. Yeah.
And the older you get, the more hot Charlie becomes.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm.
So, that's that. Okay, next we have Victoria versus Rosalie.
I'm going to pick Victoria on this one. I'm just being honest.
Yeah.
Rosalie, I can't.
Mm-hmm.
I can't. She's just so hateful and so vain.
So icy.
It's just, there's very hard for me to find much that's redeemable. Like, I understand her perspective on things.
Right.
But it's like, you were dealt this card. Maybe just grow to learn how to play it. I don't know.
Yes.
Like, you can't do anything.
Like, you're going to be bitter all of eternity?
Yes.
For forever? You're going to be mad?
What kind of life is that?
What?
Do that or go bug the Volturi so that they get rid of you. But, like, those are your two options here.
Exactly.
So what are you going to do?
Right.
So, I just can't. Victoria, she's
great hair.
Love her hair. She has a whole history that you don't know about in the films. But she's she's had a pretty rough life before becoming a vampire. So her actual, like, special power is, like, self-preservation. So, like, she's a survivor, basically. But she's just kind of badass. She's like, I'm the one with the wicked curveball.
Yes.
When they're going to play, like, it's just kind of fun. And
right.
I don't know. I like Victoria. If she weren't a bad guy, I think I would really like her.
Yes. Right. And the original Victoria.
Right. You know, it's interesting. So we know Victoria's different in Eclipse. We don't talk about that very much, but...
That's not said
but we're just
nearly
talking about
enough.
Twilight. We're just talking about Twilight, and she's awesome.
Exactly. Good. Well, that wasn't very hard.
I feel like usually we have a hard time in the beginning. I don't know. I guess it depends on the bracket. But I feel like this one will get harder as we reach the end.
Okay.
Versus the beginning.
Yeah,
because we have a lot of side characters that are meh.
But we're just weeding them out.
Yep.
Yeah. So then we have Angela versus Billy.
Oh, that's interesting.
Because Angela was the one who was, like, there for Bella.
Yes, Angela is
the
like
better friend.
And you get this, once again, from reading that book from Edward's perspective, because he, you know, reads all of her friends' minds. Angela truly cares about Bella. Angela is a true friend to Bella. Angela wants what's best for Bella. And so I really like Angela. I know that Billy wants what's best for Bella because he thinks the vampires are dangerous and tries to do whatever he can to get her to avoid them. But this is true love, baby. You can't prevent that from happening.
You can't stop it.
Although Billy's kind of fun in the movie, like kind of, aside from being like, watch out, you know, him having a little fight with Billy in the beginning and like totally outing how Jacob wanted to come over to see her.
Yes.
Like those are really fun. And you don't see as much Angela in the movie. So I want to hear your thoughts because you could go either way.
I could go either way. I don't know. Yeah, I think that I agree with everything that you said. They're both just kind of like there. Yeah. You know, and there are good moments and for both of them.
Right.
Angela did just, like, when Edward came to, when they were dress shopping, and he was like, I'll take Bella from here. If I were her friend, I would be like, no. She's not getting into a car with you. You are staying with us, Bella. But they both were like, yeah, okay. Go have fun.
And this is where we have an issue with the books and the movie. Because in the books, you realize that they're kind of hesitant to let her go with him. And Bella winks at them. Kind of like,
got it.
Yeah, let this happen.
Got it.
So I don't know if they've just...
I haven't read these books since middle school.
No, that's fair. I've read them within the last year for sure.
Yeah.
Within the last 4 months at least.
Exactly.
So that's fair. That's understandable.
But also when they're going out to surf and Angela's just hanging out. Like, I feel like you see more of Angela than you do of Billy in Twilight. Okay. So I'm leaning more towards Angela.
Let's do it.
Sweet. Okay, so now we're on to the second round. Woo-hoo. Okay, so we have, Alice versus Carlisle. Yikes.
That's
tough.
That's tough. I love Alice. I love Alice.
Yeah.
And Alice is also one that accepts Bella immediately.
Yes.
Alice.
Well, and how cool that she can see what happens.
Yep.
Like, she basically saves Bella's life at the end in the whole ballet thing. Alice sees the mirrors, does the sketch, which was beautiful. Right. She just whips that out. So an artist?
She's an artiste. Well, and there's a moment that I love in The Midnight Sun. So if y'all haven't read it, I'm sorry, this isn't spoilers. I mean, you know how whatever ends up. Anyway, there's this big talk with the whole family, the whole Cullen clan, being like, Edward's like, I should leave, or da-da-da-da. Anyway, at one point, you know, Alice has seen the future of being friends with Bella. And then also sees a future with Bella as a vampire as well. But then there's this great moment where Alice is like, don't you see Edward? I'm gonna love her too.
Oh.
And Edward's like, too? Meaning like, because she's saying you're gonna love her. And he doesn't realize that yet. It's just great. It's just Alice is so pro Bella from the beginning.
Yes.
And she's so positive and so bright. I love Dr. Carlisle. Cullen. But,
And Carlisle Cullen. What a name.
What a name. Very crisp.
Uh-huh.
Very nice. And, Carlisle, and even in the movie when, she comes in, gives Belle a hug. Oh, you do smell nice. And Edward's like, Alice. And she's like, don't worry. Belle and I are going to be great friends.
Uh-huh.
Like, it's just so bright. It's so fun.
Yes.
I love her. It's really hard to compete with Alice.
Yeah.
So sorry, Carlisle.
Sorry, Carlisle. All right, Emmett versus Esme.
Oh.
That's interesting because it's like opposites.
Mm-hmm. That's, it's kind of hard. I feel like you don't, you kind of see them in equal amount.
Yeah.
In this film.
Yes.
I don't know. It's kind of like, which way do you go? Do you go for the more, like, loving and accepting route? Or do you go for a more, like, fun and, like, my monkey man? That's what Rosalie says about Emmett, by the way. That's not me talking.
Emmett is Madison's monkey man.
So I don't know. What do you think? Because I think you could argue either way.
Yeah.
In the end, Esme, you don't see her at all. You see Emmett come to help save the day. Because Esme and Rosalie stay behind to protect Charlie. But Emmett comes to help tear James apart. So, I don't know. You could go either way.
Mm-hmm. It is hard. I think that I'm gonna go with Emmett because I love in the baseball scene when he just runs and climbs up the tree.
The tree gets in.
Yes.
It's like so, that's a great scene.
And for that reason, because I either was gonna go like that scene with Emmett or when Esme cooks the dinner. Yeah. But I think Emmett.
Is she even Italian? Her name's Bella. That doesn't... Oh, good stuff. Yeah, I think that's a great choice.
Yes. So Emmett's my choice, yeah.
Okay.
So now we have Laurent versus Charlie. Easy money.
Charlie.
Duh.
Charlie. Laurent, you're too small, and you're too small. Charlie is consistent, like you said. Mm-hmm. We're going to see a very nasty Laurent later. So, but I love Charlie, and he cares. Like when Bella has to leave.
Yes.
And he's like, I know I'm not much fun to be around, but we can change that.
Right.
Like, he wants her to stay. He wants her there. Yeah. They go out to dinner, like, once a week at the,
Yes.
Get their garden burger and stuff. It's...
Burger.
It's Charlie.
It's Charlie. Yeah. Charlie through and through.
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. Now it's Victoria versus Angela.
Oh. Well, I'm leaning towards Victoria again.
I think I am Victoria. Too. Just because, the badass, just...
Like, she's vampire power. We don't discriminate if you're an evil person.
Right. If you're a good actor, you're a good actor.
Good
I don't
character,
know.
too?
Yeah. Yes.
So.
Sorry, Angela.
Are we at our top 4?
This is, top 4.
Wow. This is an interesting place to be in.
I know.
But.
So, Alice versus Emmett. Alice. Yeah.
Really, we almost should have removed her from this. Because I'm getting a vision, and I see it through. Alice is winning this whole thing. Mm-hmm. There is no about competition. Charlie? Well, we'll see what happens.
Okay.
I don't see the future. I can't. I don't have that ability. But
you do not.
We love Emmett, but Alice is just so crucial, so central, so positive, so great.
Yes.
So
loving, so awesome, so beautiful. Her haircut? Wow. I
mean, it changes, but it's fun.
Oh my god.
We're not talking about that today.
We're not talking about that.
Should we start a Twilight-only podcast?
That's going to be our side.
All our brackets become Twilight based. Or we do like a really easy bracket and finish it in the first 5 minutes. And then we just like, okay, let's jump into Twilight
Let's
today.
jump in. Back to our Twilight podcast.
Back to our Twilight podcast.
I'd be fine with it.
Mm-hmm.
Oof. Charlie versus Victoria. Charlie.
It's Charlie.
Charlie. Yeah.
And I love it. Victoria's great in some ways, but Charlie is just better.
Yeah.
Okay, here we are.
Alice and Charlie.
Versus Charlie. It's really interesting because Charlie hates Edward.
Right.
After the events of Twilight.
Yes. Because how could you not?
How could you not?
As a caring father, how
and
could
then
you
she
be...
forgives him,
Yes.
and he just has to live with that choice.
Yes. And he never really believes that Bella
No.
just fell downstairs or whatever.
Right. Like, he's always suspicious.
He's like, no, it was that
Right.
Edward fella.
And Edward's like, I'll take good care of her. And he's like, yep, heard that before.
Uh-huh.
But, you know, on the other side of that, Charlie loves Alice. Like, loves her.
Yes.
Like, is such a fan.
Yeah.
He stands Alice 100%.
He really does.
So,
And she feels the same way about Charlie.
yes, she does care about Charlie for sure. So it's fun that these are our top two.
Yeah.
So, now we have to remember this is Twilight only.
Yeah.
Just Twilight.
Just Twilight. So, what would you rather... Okay. You have to have a spin-off movie of one of the characters. Mm-hmm. Which one do you choose?
Probably Alice. I don't know. It's hard. It's like, I'd love to see young Charlie.
Yeah. In the police force.
Right. But I want to know more about Alice's backstory.
Oh, that's true.
Like, you know, because she basically, when she becomes a vampire, she doesn't know anything about her human life. Mm-hmm. And just starts out, like, what was that like? Mm-hmm. What was her first vision like? Like, I want to see her meet Jasper, 'cause she sees him coming, and,
yes.
like, I just love that for them.
Yeah.
So, but then again, you know, her relationship with Bella, like, she loves Bella from the get-go, but they don't have the same kind of relationship as in... like later films, like even just from Twilight to New Moon, like there's a
that
change,
would be kind of
difference.
freaky if like there was like you're dating this guy and you go to his house to meet his family of vampires, and one of them is just super all up in your grill. Right. We're gonna be great friends.
I love you.
Like that would kind of freak me out. I'd be like, that's really nice, but I'm a little creeped out. You know, so, like, I think she just comes on so strong, whereas Charlie's so laid
something
back.
else to think about is, like, Alice loves Bella, too, yes, but, like, it originates all because of how much they love Edward. Yeah. Well, Charlie has always been pro-Bella.
Mm-hmm. And 100%. Charlie has a good relationship with Carlisle. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Like, he does have a good relationship. He likes the
Cullens. I know how I mean, obviously his opinion of Edward changes, but he talks about, you know, how everyone in town, like, you know, the high schoolers don't like the Cullens or whatever. Mm-hmm. But Charlie's like, whatever, like, they do a great service. Like, Carlisle could be at a much better hospital, but he's here in ours. Right. Like, Carlisle's out here saving us from the coronavirus, and you know it.
Oh, you know it.
So...
Carlisle, I need your help.
So this is actually interesting points to bring up because now I can see Charlie. Mm-hmm. I can see Charlie as being the best side character in Twilight.
Right. Because I think also, like, I know that that's Alice's character, but sometimes Alice does seem forced. Mm-hmm. You know? Mm-hmm. Like, she is very... fairy-like, very light and bouncy and dancy. And it can be kind of like, okay, we get it.
Right. Well, and I think also seeing their relationship, you know, it's hard, you know, movies different from books, of course. Right. You know, you see more interaction between Bella and Alice in the books than you do in this movie. I think we should kind of lean towards the movies because I think that's almost more accessible for most people based off of what we're seeing. And so I think that relationship in, like, Alice in New Moon is different. Like, when she gives her birthday gift and makes this whole party for just Bella, I think that's something that's developed between Twilight and New Moon. And so I think we should put Charlie down.
Woo! Yes!
I think Charlie is the
man,
best.
Charlie.
The best side character.
Yes.
Of Twilight.
Yes.
I think so.
Because he just also has funny little quips every now and then.
Yep.
You're like, Charlie,
yes.
Are you funny?
Yes.
You are.
I think
you sly little dog.
I think it's a good place for him. I think if we were doing New Moon, which is a whole other story, like the way Alice comes back and her and Bella go off to save Edward or whatever.
Yes.
That's major Alice points.
But just for Twilight.
I think Charlie is our number one.
Yeah.
I think that's it.
I think that's it.
There you go.
So let us know what you think.
Yeah, what do you guys think?
Your top character
Did we leave any characters out from Twilight?
Right. We were going to do the
Tyler and Mr.
teacher.
Molina, the bio class lab teacher, whatever.
But these seemed more important.
Yes.
And also, just as a little side thing, Madison created the list of all of the characters, and she did it so quickly. Like, we were
typing names from memory.
Yes. Like, I went to go pull up an article of, like, side characters from Twilight, and she was like, okay, you said, which one should we not include? Like, you had too many. You had 18. We're like, okay.
Okay.
So, yes, Madison's knowledge of Twilight is a lot.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yes.
So if you guys have any other Twilight-esque stuff you want us to talk about, that's right down my alley.
Yes.
So we'll take that challenge.
We'll take it. So we'll run with it.
Anyway, but for today's Twilight bracket, Twilight side characters, our winner is Charlie Swan.
Charlie Swan.
And I think that's a great place for him.
It's a good place for him.
So
he is our king.
We hope you've enjoyed listening to us duke it out.
Thank you for listening, as always.
And we hope to do this in the next one. Duke it out in the next one.
This has been
Bracket Babes. And,
that's all we got.
Have a good day.
Bye.
Bye.